Hello, everyone. Welcome to the lecture series on health management. We discussed that the evolution of management theories can be divided into 5 major approaches. Number 1, historical background. Number 2, the classical approach. Number 3, quantitative approach. Number 4, behavioral approach. And number 5, the contemporary approach. The historical background of management can be divided into 2 groups. Number 1 is early management theories, and number 2 is industrial revolution. In the early management theories, we discussed Adam Smith's contribution to the management field. He is best known for his book, The Wealth of Nations, published in 1776, which provided a comprehensive analysis of the market economy. Although Smith primarily focused on economics, his ideas have significantly influenced management theory, particularly in organizational design and efficiency. Then we saw how management theories changed with the Industrial Revolution. The rapid advancements in technology, transportation, and manufacturing during this period brought about significant changes in the organization and management of businesses. The shift from manual labor to machine-based manufacturing and the growth of large-scale factories and industries led to the emergence of modern management practices. The classical approach is typically divided into 2 subcategories. Number 1, scientific management theories, and Number 2, general administrative theories. Under scientific management theories first, we discussed the contribution of Frank and Lillian Gilbreth, a husband and wife team of industrial engineers who made significant contributions to the development of management theory and practice, particularly in the area of work process design and efficiency. Together, they developed the concept of Therbligs, which is the classification for 18 basic hand motions. They also developed the concept of motion study, which involves the use of time and motion studies to identify the most efficient way of performing work. Another theorist in scientific management theories was Frederick W. Taylor. Taylor used time and motion studies to analyze work processes and identify areas where time and motion could be minimized. He finally developed the concept of time and motion studies. His management theory was published in 1911 in the book The Principles of Scientific Management, where Taylor's key ideas included the 4 basic principles. Taylor is called the father of scientific management. In general administrative theories first, we discussed the contribution of Henry Fayol. Fayol insisted that management is a skill like any other one, which could be taught once its underlying principles are understood. He believed that the success of any enterprise is largely dependent on the administrative ability of its leaders as opposed to the technical abilities. He gave 14 principles of management. Then we discussed Max Weber, another theorist in the scientific management field. He proposed the theory of bureaucratic management. He believed that bureaucracy is the most efficient and rational form of organizational structure for large-scale, complex organizations. In the quantitative approach to management, we understand how the concept of operations research evolved in management. British achieved significant technological and tactical breakthroughs with help of mathematical calculations and predictions made by that team. In behavioral approach, we discussed the concept of organizational behavior, which is a field of study that examines the behavior and interactions of individuals within an organization and the impact of this behavior on organizational effectiveness. It explores how people behave in work settings and how their actions affect the organization. In this, we discussed the contribution of Mary Parker Follett, who proposed 4 principles of coordination. The famous saying that the most essential work of the leader is to create more leaders was given by Mary Parker Follett. She is called the mother of modern management. We discussed that 3 significant landmarks in the evolution of understanding and managing people were the human relations movement, the total quality management movement, and the contingency approach to management. The human relations movement and total quality management can be put under the behavioral approach to management, and the contingency approach to management is a contemporary approach. In human relations movement, we saw the contribution of Elton Mayo and Fritz Roeth-Lisberger. In this, we studied the concept of the Hawthorne effect, which is a psychological phenomenon in which study participants change their behavior or performance in response to being observed by the researcher. In his 1933 classic, The Human Problems of an Industrial Civilization, Mayo advised managers to attend to employees' emotional needs. Another theory in this domain is theory X theory I, which was proposed by Douglas McGregor. The theory depicts 2 sharply contrasting sets of assumptions about human nature, or we can say 2 opposing perceptions of employee motivation. We also discussed Maslow's hierarchy of needs in this field, which suggests that people are motivated by a series of needs that are arranged in a hierarchical order. And from down to the top, the hierarchy consists of 5 levels. We discussed the total quality management concept, which was proposed by William Edwards Deming. He gave 8 principles of total quality management. He also proposed PDCA cycle, which is also called Deming wheel or the Deming cycle. Deming also proposed a rule called Deming's 85-15 rule, which says that when things go wrong, there is roughly an 85% chance the system is at fault, and that means 85 of the failures are process-related failures are process-related failures. And only about 15% of the time, the employee is at fault. Then we discussed the concept of the contingency approach to management, which comes under contemporary approaches. This is actually the if and then approach in management. We saw the contribution of Fred Fiedler, who developed the contingency theory of leadership. And at last, we discussed the systems approach in management, which is another contemporary approach. According to the systems approach, an organizational system has 5 components: inputs, processes, outputs, feedback, and the environment